I'm in Costa Rica, so I'm using products that were recommended by a friend. Aceite de aguacate, avocado oil. Bergamota, which I think is like grapefruit, I'm not really sure. And aceite de ricino, which is like Jamaican castor oil. I put equal parts of that in this bottle and shook it up, and now I am spraying my hair. Here, I'm literally just spraying and wetting, and this is gonna do detangling, and then I'm going to put a cap on my hair for 10 minutes before conditioning it. I waited much too long, and as you can see, my hair is nice and fluffy, so hopefully it doesn't fall out. And I'm going to rinse it now. So I am using coconut moisturizing conditioning treatment. Oops.
So my goal was really to get to the roots and make sure that this moisturizing product was all the way from root to tip. The conditioner was a loose liquid, but it lathered up really well. Just be aware that you may need to wipe your face or do this in the shower.
There we go. Feels amazing. I try to avoid using a comb, so I'm gonna finger comb.
So my personal preference is to use my fingers rather than a comb. I feel like I get less breakage, I have a little bit more control, and I actually get to feel and spend a little time giving my hair TLC. So it's up to you, but I try this section by section. I go slow, but this is sped up, and there's no rush. I just want to make sure that I am detangling as I finger comb. I apply a little bit more as I go if needed, if I start to feel like spots are dry or I'm missing some moisture, and it works pretty well that way. You can see at the ends from root to tip, I'm making sure that my finger can get through. Pardon the faces. What I did notice is that my curl was retained with this conditioning treatment. It got me excited because that's nice volume. I wanted it stretched out, but when my hair is wet, it's not typically going to stretch. So I was satisfied. I practiced the same routine again, but this time I wanted to apply a little bit of olive oil. So I went to my kitchen, got my olive oil, and went to work. This helps to seal and lock in the moisture. What can tend to happen is we shampoo our hair and then we also strip our hair of oil.
What I did is I braided my hair with it wet so that it could dry and stretch without any heat. So I braided 6 individual braids. Normally I would clip my ends right now, but I cannot find my hair scissors, and you don't want to use other ratchet scissors because that will just add to your split ends. Alright, so I'm gonna have to find my hair scissors and I'll do some clipping later. But I'm going to unravel and put a little oil. This is Jamaican castor oil. I'm gonna put a little oil on my hair.
As a correction, I typically would have cut my hair while it was wet, so clip my ends then. I intended this style to really stretch out my hair. What it ended up being was a beautiful braid out. So that let me know that I may have needed that comb to stretch out my hair before braiding the night before. That might be a tip. I'll try this style again, of course, and I'll come back and let you all know what I found out. I used to rush this step, but I found that it's very important to take your time untwisting or unbraiding to avoid tangles that are unnecessary.
To let this little knot
I need to take my nail polish off to let this little knot become non-existent. And because I've already put castor oil on my fingers, it's difficult. So I'm not gonna pull my hair apart. I'm not gonna rip this little knot off. It's not coming off, I'm just gonna leave it. A lot of tutorials tell you the what, but not the how as far as detangling and avoiding tangles. So I wanted to show you all that so that you know it is a real issue.
Plastic would be better than ripping my hair out with metal. So I rarely use that. I could. And I'm literally just picking it out from the root and filling in hair, places where the hair is sparse. Okay, now I am gonna go into this. I feel like I need some longer lifts of this pick. If at any point I feel like this is too rough or this hurts, I will not use this pick.
You really have to find what works for you, find the style that looks best for your face shape, find the part that you prefer, and just play around with it. Leave yourself time to make it look great, especially if you put in the work of a twist out or a braid out.
The mist. It's by Tropical Isle Living Jamaican Strong Red Pimento Moisture Mist.